Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Anne and you already know what it is. I hope you guys are doing well, man. Like, I hope you are good. Instead of asking you for you to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, I would just like to take this opportunity to just thank everyone for having subscribed, for liking the videos, for commenting, for sharing. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we're seeing the numbers growing. Hashtag road to 4K. What is up? So yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I just thank you guys and I appreciate that. The main objective basically was just to create a community where you can ask questions and to just give you access to someone who's already in the field. This is relevant to the high school kid who's still thinking about doing medicine or going to medicine as a career. It's also relevant to the medical student who is chosen to undertake the whole journey of getting into the medical field. I don't know, just like a big sister, you can ask all the questions that you deem stupid regarding where you want to be in the future, or where you actually see yourself, or the things that are actually done, or how the field actually is like. Personally, when I decided to do medicine, I didn't know much. So basically, this is so that you sort of get an overview of how the field is like, and are able to see some of the challenges that come with having to get into the field, especially in South Africa, especially at this point in time. Because there's a lot. It's not only the glitz and the glam. There's a very challenging side to it. There's the disadvantage side to it. There's the lack of job security side to it, which is where we currently are in South Africa when it comes to the field. So it's just, guys, so that you be aware, I wish I had someone to do this when I was in high school, so that I go into it, well informed, with at least an idea of how it was gonna be like. I don't know. I just hope that I'm that person, for you. Okay. Today I'm doing a well-requested video. I'm addressing something a lot of people have been asking about, which is how to become a practicing physician in Canada from South Africa, or moving from South Africa. Okay. So guys, I wanted to drop this video a while ago. It's just, oh yes. Oh, welcome, I understand ba kanjani, like people are just weird when it comes to actually providing information regarding certain things, be it going to Ireland. Even actually guys, like so apply siyothatha imisebenzi yabo, and I'm just like welkonde, like there's room for everyone. It's just people tend to conceal a lot of the information when it comes to certain things, when it comes to joining certain fields, and I'm just like kanjani, like why would you do that? Like, how are you benefiting from that? Do you want to be the only person who's ever gone to this particular place? Banjalo with abantu, guys, like it's just been a struggle, especially when it comes to certain topics like that I actually am interested in. I don't know what it is. It's just, yeah, what Java said about black people. Anyways, Dr. Wanibi was kind enough to, I think I had him for the coming to South Africa video, especially for coming to South Africa from after some of the African countries. So he was kind enough to help me research when it comes to this topic. He actually eventually wrote the exam and did everything. He's just, I don't know why he's still in South Africa. I don't know. He wrote and passed the exam. So at least he was able to give me information. Unfortunately, I couldn't get anyone who, eventually went on to work there. So I wasn't able to ask questions of visas and etc. But from my understanding is that basically the whole website, or the whole medical council of Canada is able to assist you with that. So basically the hardest part is just, what I'll be giving you guys, or the information that I'll be giving you guys today. Okay. I'll just be giving you a whole stepwise approach on how to apply in order for you to become a physician in Canada. If you are someone who went there, or you have more information pertaining to this, please link it down below. Please comment. Great girl. The nice thing about Canada is the whole organization. I guess it's first world things, the Medical Council of Canada does things in a very well coordinated and very well organized way. The whole system is electronical, and basically the website that you have to visit is physicians.ca website, which I'll link down below in the description bar. Physicians.ca is basically an online portal, centralized system that is used to gather all important documents that you have to have when applying to become a physician in Canada. Basically, the nice thing about the system is that it also allows you to register to write the Canadian board examination when you're coming from an external country. It also allows you to also register to get, your a formal qualification after the examination, which is the LMCC. You can't consider moving to Canada when you haven't completed your internship because it is a requirement. So in South Africa, internship is over 2 years, and you have to have rotated through the various departments, which are the major departments. That's the main requirement. Other than that, anything extra, courses, diplomas, etc., are not really important. If you have decided that this is something that you want to do, step number one, go to the website physicians.ca, right? Go into the website and create an account. So creating an account requires you to pay money. Unfortunately, this whole process, guys, like, I honestly didn't know that it required this much money, or just money in general, for you to actually do everything, be it the exams, the whole process. Obviously, because it's a website that has to be maintained, that's storing your document, that's linking you to the, Medical Council of Canada, you have to pay, unfortunately. To set up an account costs around 310 Canadian dollars. In rands, that almost equates up to maybe 4,200. So basically, after creating an account, you have to get your documents in order. So the documents that are required of you is basically your medical degree, your MBCHB, MBS, MBBCH. They also want your internship certificate. If you don't have it, you can call the HBCSA and ask them to email it to you. I don't know if you can actually go on the website and download it. The third thing is basically your transcript, which is what you will get from university, which is what you got when you were graduating. If you've lost it, you can ask your respective university to print it out for you. It basically has the marks that you got, or the breakdown of your academic, record, basically throughout medical school. So the fourth thing that's of importance is basically your license, which is given to you by the Health Professions Council of SA after you have completed internship. That is the one, basically the certificate that has your MP number. So unfortunately, this one would not have that independent medical practitioner certificate, because at this point in time, you will have not have completed or done your ComServe. The last thing that you can put on there that's of importance is your postgraduate training. So this is your diplomas, your other degrees that you have done. I know there's people who maybe transitioned from other degrees and have honors and whatnot. So those are the degrees that you would put on there. I am not talking about your ACLS certificates. There's documents that they just don't want, or they just don't care for. And those are things like your ACLS, BLS, all those things, they don't care for them. The only things that really matter are diplomas, degrees, and if you are already a specialist, your specialist training, from the colleges of medicine South Africa, so basically your FCP things. After having your documents ready and certified and etc., you then upload them onto the system. So it costs 220 Canadian dollars to upload a document. Guys, cool it 220 Canadian dollars to load a document, which equals around 3K per document. At this point, we're looking at plus minus 12,000 rand to upload the necessary documents. After having uploaded your documents, they take about a week to say to you that yes, they have received your documents. They basically go through these documents, they look for any errors. If there are any errors, they send them back to you for you to upload again. And then basically, until there's no errors and the documents are all like proper and what they ask for, the council then forwards your document to ECFMG. And ECFMG the whole process takes about 10 days. ECFMG runs a whole process where they send your documents to the respective universities for them to actually verify that yes, you were a student there, yes, you did this respective course, yes, you have done that. Once the university verifies, university send confirmation back to ECFMG, and then basically the two bodies, which is the council as well as ECFMG, then confirm or verify your documents, essentially. So then, after having been verified, the next step is for you to plan to write the exam. So basically, the board exam or the qualifying exam is important and is a prerequisite for you to actually move and go work in Canada. So there's 2 examinations that are available for you to actually write. You have up to 3 chances to write it, and you can't write it like consecutively. I think that you have to skip and then skip one exam and then write the next. There's 4 exams in a year, so they give you 4 dates in a year to pick from in order for you to write these examinations. The exam is made out of 2 components, which is the MCQs as well as the short answer clinical scenarios. Around 210 MCQs, guys. Imagine like when I was doing the whole diploma, we wrote, I think, 100 and something MCQs one day. The next day, also like 70 something. Guys, I was up to here. Like, I wanted to vomit. It was just too damn much. So it's the 210 MCQs as well as the 38 SACs. You write these examinations in your country. The price to write these qualifying examinations, 1,375 Canadian dollars, which is approximately rounded off 19,000 rand. 19,000 South African rands. Like, imagine if you fail. Imagine if you fail. Kubi, guys, go tense. Like, you have to be serious about this when you are planning to do it, because the amount of money that's involved in all of this is a lot. But I feel like it's money that you can save up during internship. So if it's something that you're really serious about, you have to literally save half of your salary every month during internship, and that's very possible, especially if you stay in DQ. If you are interested in also doing residency or specializing in Canada, you also have to write the NACs, really short for National Assessment Collaboration. So if you're planning on specializing, then you have to write the NACs. Unfortunately, with these ones, you can only write them in Canada. So I think personally, for me, you have to think about it. Would you rather write the NACs when you're already working there, or would you want to sort of kind of, spend money and, travel to Canada, find a place to stay in Canada so that you're able to write this OSCE? I don't know. It's up to you. It's basically an OSCE examination, and you also have to pass it. It's also made out of pass and fail stations, mainly the emergency medicine stations. You're allowed to write the examination 3 times. Unfortunately, with this examination, it's only available, or it's only written twice a year. So there's 2 dates that are given in a year. There's basically clinical scenarios regarding the major specialties. That's medicine, that's peds, or obs and gynae, which is things that you will have rotated in during internship. So peds, ONG, family medicine. They also say does a public health, I think, as well as like psychiatry. They also take family medicine really seriously. So a lot of people will say that it's mainly like in like family medicine. That whole exam costs 3,050 Canadian dollars, which equates to rounded off 42,000 South African rand. That is ridiculous, guys. Like, you can't fail. Like, you cannot fail. You literally cannot fail this exam. Like, it's not acceptable for you to waste this amount of money and fail. Yo, imagine 42K after having paid almost 20K for the qualifying examination, which is the computer based one. Guys, Google it. And then after having done your examinations, the nice thing about this portal is that your things stay on the system, your results, your everything, feedback, everything stays on the whole system. You then apply for LMCC, which is basically the licentiate of the Medical Council of Canada. It's not a license, but it's a qualification. The price of the LMCC is 250 Canadian dollars. It's plus minus 3,400 rand, So yeah, you then apply for that, and once you get your LMCC certificate, it's only then that you are able to apply to get a license. So if we are looking at all these figures, rounding them off and up is a lot, sis. Like, kuningi iyadura, guys. The whole process, without you applying for the residency exam or writing the NAC or residency type exam, it costs about like almost 40,000. And if you want things of residency, and you want to go there having written the NACs, so that is plus minus 80K, excluding the fact that you have to pay for things like flight tickets to Canada, accommodation. So be a menza like plus minus 100 and something K if you're gonna write the NACs. So maybe Zibale when you're already that side, personally, because at least that'll be cheaper. Also, you will be earning a salary there that is a lot of money, because technically, like, the rand is weak compared to the Canadian dollar. So then everything is sort of like kind of expensive. So maybe it would be cheaper and more affordable for you to write it when you're already that side, and thinking of specializing when you're already that side. Okay. So after having your license, you will then pick the provinces where you would like work. When there's posts, they send out application forms, or your details to the specific hospitals. The hospitals are able to view your profile and everything, and then they take it from there. Once they say yes, you have the job or have an interview with you, you then are able to then go and work in Canada. So the whole process is, I think it's very easy and very convenient because everything is online. So apparently they also assist with, the process of you moving or relocating there. I think the nice thing about first world countries, guys, is that everything is organized and everything is in order. The nice thing about working in Canada, I've heard from like some of the people that I've come across in life, is that you get paid a lot more. I heard that they also place doctors in one of these like small towns, rural type, towns. So you won't really, like, you're not really likely to get placed in like cities like Toronto, etc., but rather the small towns in the outskirts. That's what I heard. If you know anything about this, please verify. I also heard that yes, you get paid a lot. Like some people will go there, especially if they're in debt or especially if they want to like get a head start when it comes to finances. They go to Canada. Literally, apparently 2 years worth of work is more than enough. It is more than enough money that you'll ever make in 10 years in South Africa. So that's the nice thing about it. Also, with the way things are happening, with the crime, with the everything, I mean, it can make a girl consider, like, her options, because, yeah, guys, go rough. Like, with politics and what's happening, especially in African countries, kunzima with the corruption. Some of our countries, in South Africa is the better, it's not the better one, like, you know what I mean, but in terms of like management and everything, I feel like it's also like, in terms of the standard, is going down. The corruption is just becoming way too much, the crime is becoming way too much, people are unemployed, and therefore the crime levels are skyrocketing. Canada readily takes South African doctors. So that's why when you heard Dr. Onibi, when he was talking about basically coming to South Africa in his video, that he mentioned that because a lot of these universities in some of these African countries, you can't really verify or issues of admin. Most people from these African countries that are like in the northern parts, etc., will apply to do internship in South Africa so that they get the internship certificate so that they're able to go to Canada. So it's almost like an in-between, like gateway for credibility. I don't know. Another country that readily takes South African doctors easily is Ireland. It's just people haven't responded. I don't know, like people don't want to give out information for some odd reason. I don't know why. Ingathi I don't know. Ingathi yoba imisebenzi yabo pha kugxothwe bona qashwe thina. Come on now. Like, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous at this point. So I'm just waiting, because it's nicer to hear it from someone who actually went through the process and actually is living there. And yeah, also, if you know someone, can you also link me up? Because it's like, you can get like these online things where they tell you the different steps, but it's like nicer when you have someone who's actually gone through the process actually tell you the gists of what happens or what's happening or what to do. The standard of living in Europe is actually really, really high. So some people will say you're better off in South Africa than Ireland. I don't know. I'm still doing my research with regard to the moving to Ireland thing. But personally, Canada, guys, is the one for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, any suggestions, anything to say regarding this video, make sure you link it down below. I'll ask Dr. Nibi and respond to some of your comments if you have any questions that I'm unable to answer. So yeah, I will then catch you on my next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.